Hey guys, welcome back again to Rebuild Reality. I am your host, Sky Cheyenne, and today we're just gonna tear everything apart. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna clear the decks and just make this so clear that we're not gonna have any problems anymore. You know, I know we talk a lot about, self-concept. See yourself is already there. It's your identity. How are you thinking of yourself? Then that's the reality you're getting. And absolutely, sure, all those things are true. But can we clarify things even more? Can we make them even easier? Can we strip back more layers of this illusion? Always. Always. And I like things as simple as possible. I like the truth to be so clear so we get out of all that mind crap and we get into the truth that is going on here. And the truth is that your desires already yours. Already yours. You are naturally supposed to have desires and then to have them fulfilled. That's a natural process for you. But what happens is that we get involved in making it happen. I need to make it happen because the egoic mind, the human self, wants to be responsible for making it happen because then it makes it feel good. I did that. I'm God. I made it happen. I'm incredible. Well, you're already incredible. You're already God. You're already source. You're already everything. But what happens is that when we get stuck in those stories of, I need to make it happen, well, then you're also at the same time saying, so it hasn't happened then. So it hasn't happened yet. You don't have it. Otherwise, why would you need to make it happen? Why would you need to be involved in any kind of process of becoming it? It's just a denial of the true reality that everything exists. You have access to everything at your command. Like Neville Goddard, I believe one of his books was called At Your Command. Right here, right now, all of that is true. So what happens is that your desires aren't something that you're working towards. That's putting it in the future. It doesn't exist. There is no future. There's just now. So when you are in a mindset, when you think that I need to make this happen, I need to do these things now for perhaps this period of time so that this will appear in the future. We're already in the wrong place. We're already in the wrong place. That story keeps you stuck in the story of you working towards your desires, and people get stuck there forever. There's no working towards your desires. There is only the acceptance that it is here right now. Which is exactly why Neville Goddard's technique, if you want to call it that, of living in the end. Because you are coming into agreement. Oh, yeah, it is here right now. I am there right now. I agree that, yeah, I'm here right now. And when we're in agreement, yes, it's mine already. I'm already that. I'm already that. I already have that. When we come into agreement, we're not closing the door on it. We're not saying it's not happening and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to make it happen. I hope it will happen. You know, maybe by some fluke, I'll convince something outside of me to make it happen. No, there is no outside of you. There is no outside of you. There's no world out there. That's why when you give it to yourself internally through your imagination, through an imaginal act, you already have it. Because there's no world out there for it to be created into, right? When you have it internally, you don't need it externally because there is no external world. In fact, there isn't even a you. Because there's no human you. There's no earthly world. It appears that way. Of course it appears that way. That's how freaking powerful you are. If you can create that, dear God, what else can you create? So do you want to see yourself as the one who's got no problems? Of course that's me. Of course that's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Because I said so. No world, no even a human self really means there's nothing in the way. There's not even a mind in the way. Because the mind appears in the world of opposites because, hey, you need opponents, right? You need things opposite you. Hey, that's in my way. All these blocks, all this confusion, all this junk. Oh, if I could only get there, if I could only get past it all. And all of it, nothing but a tale that we tell ourselves. Everything in this created world has just been a choice, whether you knew it or not. All these lists of what's good for you and what's bad for you. All these lists of people that control you in your world. All these things that are, you know, having a say over your life experience. Every single one of them don't exist. They don't exist unless you agree that they do. That's it. That's it. So there's nothing in the way here. There's nothing stopping you. There are no struggles. There is no mind to oppose you. There is no tomorrow for things to show up in. When you have it internally, you do have it. Because the kingdom of heaven is within you. It's not out there. The kingdom of God is within you. Because that's the only place that exists. Within you is the real you that is just using this little character here, this little avatar, to have this pretend experience of another. Look, there's another. Hey, there's another to play with. There's another to have fun with. And oh, I forgot that this was a play. Oh my God, there's another. Maybe they're doing something. I don't know. What could they, you know? And we create stories. Everything is a created story. Nothing is automatically, you know, good or bad for you. It's all a story. Anything you can think of. Because there's no matter, right? Like we always say, how could it matter? Because there is no matter. There is no physical matter. This is just a mental thing. Like, as we know, we are consciousness. So of course this is just a mental game. This is just a mental frontier, a mental creation. And that's all that's going on here. So when you decide you have something, you do have it. The problem is people have forgotten that. It's not about struggle. So start pumping yourself up. Start remembering who you really are. Start being like, yeah, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine because I said so. Period. That's it. That's all I need. Because that's all you need. All these people that are showing up that are opposing you, that are maybe angry at you, and you're trying to please something that doesn't exist. That's why it doesn't work. That's why you can never please those people. Can you? But you can see them differently. You can see them as, oh, I thought they didn't like me. Actually, they're crazy about me. You know, they think that I'm the best of the best. They think I'm amazing. They think I'm smart. They think whatever it is, depending on the person, you know, or people that you are perceiving, that you are creating. Are the people around you approving or disapproving of you? Change it. If it's the negative, change it. Now they do think you're amazing. Now they treat you like an honored guest. Now you go first class all the way. Whatever it is, you guys, it needs to be the positive. And that's why self-concept is everything. Who do you see yourself as? Who do you say I am? What is your identity? It's all the same thing. You got to start pumping yourself up like all day long. No one's better than me. I'm the most amazing thing here. Everyone thinks that I just totally rock. Everyone wants to be around me. Everyone always invites me places. I always go first class all the way. Just all of it, you guys. Start working on it. If you've got a negative self-concept, it's time to turn it around. It's time to stand your ground and be like, no more. That's it. Now, for myself, I'll tell you what, you guys. No one was more shy and had a worse self-concept than me. Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, it was terrible. You know, when I was a little girl, I used to just smile all the time because I knew if we're just happy, everything will be okay. And then I let the world start to, you know, I was like, wait a minute, I thought just, you know, being love and light and being happy, everyone would go along with that and everything would be okay. Well, everyone, it didn't, you know, the world of opposites began to appear. And because I didn't know it wasn't real, well, eventually I let it crush me. Or at least that's what I believed it was doing. But I first finally came to understand through quantum physics and other things. I put together the puzzle, right? I put together, because I'm like, this world doesn't make sense to me. What is it? Something's not right here, right? And I know a lot of you guys have felt exactly the same way. Like, there's a reason you pursue this stuff, understanding who you really are, understanding manifestation, understanding what the hell this place is, who you really are, and how it all works. Because inside you know that this world doesn't make any sense. I mean, come on, how much crazier could it get? So I eventually, like I said, came to the point where I was like, oh my God, it's really not real. The evidence is all there. It's all there. Even 3D says this, by the way, this place isn't real. You know, quantum physics, like I always say. Science says it, psychology says it. Certainly, spirituality has been saying it forever. Look, ask and it's given. None of this matters. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You know, in just a million different ways it's been said, even straight up. Look, it's an illusion. It's a dream. It's not real. I mean, how much clearer could it get? And we're like, oh, what? I just ignore that part, right? But once I finally was like, oh my God, the evidence is overwhelming that this place isn't real. None of this is real. And then it took me a bit. And then one day it just dawned on me, oh my God, this place isn't real. Then I can't be real either. How could I be real? I couldn't possibly, this character couldn't be real. And you know what? Instead of being like, oh my God, that's a great relief, which on one hand it was. On the other hand, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, oh my God, I spent my entire life busting my ass, giving everything I had to please other people, to try to prove to them that I was a good person, to try to prove how much I loved them, to forgive them for everything, all of that. Oh my God, I was mad. I was so pissed off, you guys. And you guys might be too. If you've been someone who has just been busting your ass to please the outside world, I don't care if it's your SP, I don't care if it's your boss, your parents, your friends, whoever it is, only to find out, oh my God, none of this is real. And that's why it doesn't work. That's why trying to please those people never works, because they're just going to stay that character that you've created until you recreate them. Instead of, no, I don't care what's showing up. They think I'm amazing. My parents think I'm incredible. They think I'm the smartest person around. They're like, we're just going to give you everything. You don't need none of that, you know, any of this other stuff. We think you're wonderful. You're the best kid ever, you know. Same with your SP. Well, are they lucky to have you? Yes. Yes. Because you are the only thing that keeps that character alive. They wouldn't exist without you. Literally, they would not exist in your reality without you. Nothing would exist without you. So does everything need you? Are you important? Ha! You better believe it. You better believe it. And you need to start believing it. You need to start believing you're the best thing that's ever been invented. Everything works out for you. And this is about denying your senses, denying this fake outside world. Just not letting it fool you. Not letting it fool you, and not letting this illusion of a mind, illusion of all these opponents, all these things that could stop you, when there is nothing can stop you. So something shows up that is the opposite of what you want. It's not the way you want it. Doesn't matter. No. I always get what I want. Well, yeah, well, the exam is over and the grades are in, so hey, you have to face reality. No, you don't. Everything is up for grabs. Everything is changeable. And if you're on the losing end to begin with, start changing that to where you are the prize. You are the important one. You're the one that matters in this world of non-matter. So, right? You know? I mean, stop letting this world dictate anything. Stop letting it scare you into submission. Because that's what's happening. It's scaring you into submission. Scaring you into, you better believe your senses. You just have to face facts. Not in my world, baby. You start getting that self-concept going. You start watching things change out there. And you start proving it to yourself. Holy shit, that did work. Oh my God. It worked. And you keep going. You keep going. Proving it over and over and over to yourself. This is exactly what's happening here. And there's a part of you that knows that this is true. That knows that you didn't come for this shit. Why? What's the point of being here? Like, what? It wouldn't even make sense, would it? So, change the world by changing yourself. Don't accept anything else that your senses show you but the best. And there's no problems, there's no worries, there's no difficulty. You have it now. Just be in agreement with that. Just agree with the freaking thing. And watch what happens. Watch what